What's up? Hey now, Earl Skakel in the house. We're just chilling. What's happening, Dr. Zoom? Zoom, zoom. Just, just got back from yoga. What up? Hello there. Earl is live. Let me share this or however we do this here. He's in here. Indonesia, what's up? Mas Vian, Indonesia. I think the my favorite boy band of all time, the Click Five, was just there on a sold out tour. Of course, it was only 3 of the 5. Let me share this on Facebook too. I don't know who Lisa Ann is. Jean Carlos, Mr. Zoom, Mr. Zoom. Was Duran? Oh, the other 2 guys from Click Five. The keyboard player who is like um, the brains of the band. There we go. There we go. He is busy. He does a lot of film and TV shows, and we're back. We're back. I don't know why the screen was black. I don't think the Menendez brothers are getting out. And then so it was, I believe it was the bass player, the second singer, and the guitar player. So the drummer was, I don't know what the drummer wanted to do. Um, so, are you friends with any female porn stars? I am actually. I mean, I don't talk to them a lot, but you know, I am friends with a couple female porn stars. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really look down at what they do or whatever. Oh, did the Menendez brothers? Is that breaking news? I'm out of the loop. Let me go on Yahoo. Let's see. Breaking news: the Menendez brothers. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they should get out. To be honest with you, I mean, they fucking killed their parents in cold blood. Like, um, I don't see anything. I mean, I know. Are you guys trolling me? Yes, yes. Right now. So, that's just my opinion. Like, they could have left. It's not like, and I don't know if I believe they were molested in the first place, to be honest with you. Well, actually, the brothers aren't in the same prison, they are separated. So, that is incorrect, unless I'm mistaken. Suge Knight, uh, innocent of what? What was Suge Knight innocent of? I mean, he was on tape killing that guy in the truck. Um, as far as I know, I'll get them on my pod. I'll revamp the podcast if I got a shot at getting the Menendez brothers. I mean, I'll go from getting a roast battle comic to the Menendez brothers. Well, I mean, you're gonna have a tough time. Uh, I was in LA during the Menendez brothers trial during the OJ um, trial. I've seen them all. And, you know, I just look at how the Menendez brothers, um, you know, how they behaved after murdering their parents, buying all the cars, the watches. That's not stuff kids do who are molested, in my opinion. Thoughts on Reginald Denny? He should have ran the light and just kept going. Um, I mean, you know, he just wrong place, wrong time. I don't know what a truck driver was doing on Normandy and Florence, but you know, it was a wild time. I was living in Century City. Oh, 100%, William. I mean, we disagree on some things, but if I'm in that car, I'm running over people. I don't give a fuck. Not many 18 wheelers around that area, unless they're delivering to like Target. Um, so, um, you know, hold on. I'm getting texts from people at the Comedy Store. I mean, Monday night. Can I get a night off, man? Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I guess there might have been construction. Um, let's see who's texting me at this hour of the night. Um, who's Reginald Denny? Reginald Denny was the guy who got hit in the head with a brick because he was in the wrong intersection at the wrong time. But I was in Century City, so you know, they were never going to get to me. I was on the 19th floor, you know. Um, yeah, hello. They were not going to get to me. That was the one difference between the Rodney King riots. I'm sorry, I mean protest, and the George Floyd protest is that they got into the good neighborhoods with George Floyd. I mean, they were in West Hollywood. I mean, when me and Chandler were walking Lois at night, we'd be walking on an empty Melrose, and all of a sudden we'd hear gunshots. We'd hear bricks being thrown through storefront windows. I mean, it was kind of scary. But then again, we were the idiots out walking a dog. Um, I was at Jefferson and Rodeo. Yeah, I mean that's not like a great neighborhood, you know, in terms of being in the middle of a riot. No, I walked the dog at night. You know, she got to go to the bathroom. I mean, I guess I felt some safety being that close to the sheriff's station. I mean, I could literally shoot a hockey puck and hit the sheriff's station. But it was scary times. I mean, you know, but me and Chandler, we had to fucking get out of the house. So we would just go on these super long walks. I mean, I'm talking 5 to 10 miles. So it was the pandemic 2020. So 5 years ago. So Lois was, you know, not young. You know, it's probably 9 or 10 back then. And she could handle it though. Lois was a fucking champion. Trust me on that one. I mean, I like Florida. LA was popping. You know, I mean, it's, you know, Carolina's a good team, though. Florida, you could just tell the Florida believes, you know, they try hard. It's total, I mean, they tried so much harder yesterday than the Leafs. And then, you know, Edmonton and Dallas, you know, Rantanen's a fucking maniac. You know, I question Edmonton's goaltending situation. I could absolutely get a wrist shot. I cannot get a backhander to the uh, the sheriff's station. A wrist shot, I could hit it on the fly. Earl Felicia Gillespie. killed at the Funny Bone opening for Big J. Yeah, I mean, the clips I've seen of her, she's funny. I don't know a lot about her act, but she's a road dog. So I think she's probably more suited to road clubs and say like the Comedy Store. But I don't know. You know, very few can do both. Like I'm the opposite. I do very well at the Comedy Store because I'm doing industry references and zingers like that. But then, on the road, they don't give a shit about Hollywood for the most part. So, dicks on her act. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Um, Timberwolves or Thunder. I don't really follow basketball, to be honest with you. I'm a hockey guy, and that's about it, to be honest with you. But welcome aboard, guys. Welcome aboard. We got a nice small stream in here, and yeah, I don't know. I grew up with the Showtime Lakers, so I'm spoiled in terms of. Um, yeah, Ottinger's a very good goalie. I mean, he's definitely better than um, Skinner and Pickett's hurt. Obviously McDavid and Draisaitl are amazing, but Rantanen's leading the NHL in scoring in the playoffs. So it should be interesting. I mean, I think Dallas is going to be able to stand up to the physicalness of Edmonton. I mean, Edmonton's got some real physical players, and that was kind of the Kings' undoing. They just couldn't, with Tanner Jeannot out and the Kings' fourth line getting like literally under 5 minutes a game. I just think they got bullied for a fourth year in a row because they relatively had McDavid and Draisaitl like contained. They didn't stop them, but they were contained. I remember walking around the Forum in the tunnel at halftime. You get a hot dog and a soda in the tunnel. I knew the concession stand guy. He'd always juice me in. And I remember it was halftime, and Vlade Divac was by the hot dog stand smoking a cigarette. No, this was Pat Riley days. I mean, I like Florida. I just think that they, especially with the addition of Marchand, I just like. They've got that intangible. No, they lost a few players. A couple guys actually were playing on Toronto, but Florida to me just seems they're just built to go on a long run in the playoffs. They're big. They've got fast players. They've got skill players. They've got physical players. They've got Bobrovsky. I think is the best goalie right now of the four teams. But you got to play the games. Yes, Wayne Gretzky, the man. If you think about it, Gretzky coming to the Kings really was, it might be the most important move in the history of team sports because I think Gretzky showed that hockey could be popular in a non-hockey city. So then you get the Mighty Ducks coming in. You get the San Jose Sharks coming in. You get two teams in Florida. You get a team in Carolina. You get a team in Nashville. You get a team in Seattle. Trust me, if Gretzky was a bust in LA, you don't get the Seattle Kraken. You don't get the Panthers, the Lightning, hockey in non-traditional markets. I mean, yeah, the Coyotes, at Thrashers, I guess, even though they were a failure. You know, oh, sorry, is Lancel in trouble? Yeah, stay safe out there, everyone, in the hurricane and tornado alleys. Yes, he does. But if you think about it, I mean, Utah probably doesn't get a team. I mean, I don't know. Vegas, I mean, literally, I think Gretzky showing that hockey could be a legitimate fucking scene in a non-hockey market like LA, that paved the way for, Vegas. Utah, Arizona. Like literally, probably 12 or so teams would not be where they are if Gretzky and the Kings didn't work out. So, I mean, I'm hearing that Atlanta is being considered for a third run at a team. I don't know how that's fucking possible. I mean, if it were up to me, I mean, Portland would be cool because I think you'd have a natural rivalry with Seattle. Kind of be like Edmonton, Calgary. I think Houston's a big American city. You have a natural rivalry with Dallas. Um, and then what else could you do? I, in my heart, I would love for Quebec City to get in there because they already have an NHL ready arena. But I just think, and you get the old glory days of Quebec and Montreal. Um, no, the Thrashers. Yes, they did move to Winnipeg, and I thought that was funny because when the Thrashers were around, they drafted and traded for a lot of black players. Which makes sense. Atlanta's an urban city, so you fucking you have it. Half the team be African American. I mean, in theory it makes sense, but then they moved to Winnipeg where there's probably not 9 black people combined. There's 18 when the Thrashers came into town. Um, so the Thrashers, the heyday of the Thrashers was Kovalchuk. Could an all-black hockey team compete? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely. I mean, like right now, um, Quentin Byfield. He'd probably be the number one center. Uh, I mean, I'm not super familiar with, Seth Jones. Caleb Jones, his brother. You could definitely put a squad together. I mean, so yeah, I was watching that, Steve, the Rimouski. I was trying to figure out if there were any LA Kings. I don't believe there were. Kings like to draft out of the Western League more than the Q. No energy drink right now. I'm needing one, to be honest with you. Yes, thank you, Hi-Fi Protege. You are a soldier in the Earl Army. I like St. Louis. That Pops place is a good rock club. Your phone is at 1%. Well, you came in for a minute, you made a statement, and, you know, get that phone charged, baby doll. We're not going to do like a terribly long stream tonight. Um, but hold on, I got another text. Some drama at the comedy store. Um, I don't know any bands. PK. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm talking about Matthew Nyes is black. He's not black. Um, I'm trying to think. 20. Let me see. 2024 black NHL players. That's what I love about list of black NHL players. How many? 43 players of color out of the 700 players in the league. Um, the Edmonton Oilers have the most black players in NHL history. Okay. I mean, well, you've got, let's see, a list of black players in the NHL. You've got, let's see here, Keandre Miller, Bellemare, Darnell Nurse, Justin Bailey, Quentin Byfield, Keegan Colasar, Lucas Raymond, Ryan Reeves, Jordan Greenway. I mean, there's definitely enough guys, and I'm sure there's a few in juniors and in the minors. So, um, could they win the Stanley Cup? I don't know about that, but and of course there's my good buddy Bokanji Imama, otherwise known. He plays on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Boko Imama. Um, So it'd be a big team because Kolasar's a big guy, Greenway's a big guy, Boko's a big guy. Um, you know, so it would be interesting. That was my um, hold on, I'm getting another text, so hold on. I'm trying to do a live stream here. Earl, you called Carolina big guys and score. Are you surprised Tockett and Philly? No, that makes sense. And I hear they're gonna bring in Luke Richardson, another tough flyer. So that makes sense. I mean, I like good evening SCVID show. Um, I wonder if people laugh when they say they're in the NHL. Well, it's kind of like the black guy who's been the bass player in the Rolling Stones for like 30 years. He goes to bars. He's like, "Hey, baby, I'm in the Rolling Stones." It's like, what? Their security guard? No, their bass player, bitch. Um, Tockett. I don't know if Tockett's a great coach for young kids. When he was the coach of the Coyotes, he didn't really seem to want to play them. So that'll be interesting to see how he deals with Mitchkov. But Tortorella. I think Tortorella was good for Mitchkov. He taught him how to play, 200 feet. Problem with Tortorella is he tends, his message wears thin after about 2 seasons. He's just not a player's coach. He's kind of a dick. He does a lot of charity work, but like for the most part, um, he's like an old school army general, and you just can't do that with NHL players making millions of dollars. They'll tune you out. Sutter was the same way, but if you look at Sutter, he got the Kings 2 Stanley Cups. So, do you think Shane Doan was the best Coyote? My good buddy, yeah, he probably was. I mean, there's not a lot of great choices. Ekman Larson, he's bounced around a little bit, but like, yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Shane Doan was the greatest Coyote. Even tough, he leads London to many league titles. London, what are you talking about? Even tough. The great Lois he's chilling right now. Since you guys are asking, I will show you the great, amazing Lois. Oh, there she on cue, on cue. She got a little mohawk. I mean, I don't think Keith Kachuk was better than Shane Doan. Oh yeah, Dale Hunter's a tough, tough dude. Look at Lois. Lois, the fans want to see the baby. Uh-oh. She looking a little hairy right now. Yeah, I mean, Kachuk is a great player. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I personally like Shane Doan better. But there's also that thing where Shane Doan was offered to be traded to many contenders at the deadline. He's like, no, I'm going to stay here. So you kind of respect that, and Yeah, it's okay. We can talk drummers too. I like Chris Slade in AC/DC, but you know, you know. Hold on, I'm getting more text. I mean, can't people just leave me alone? Holy God. Um, I don't bother people in their streams. But I mean, that's the thing, and a lot of people don't like that about Shane Doan. I mean, Shane Doan literally um, was, hey, the LA Kings want you for a stretch run. He's like, no, I'm gonna stay here. I don't want to uproot my family. I mean, he was a a man's man. Um, so that is pretty. Some people would be like, nah, man, you should have moved on and done other things. I don't think Jeff is messaging me to apologize. Jeff actually wanted me to apologize to him. Like, isn't that fucking crazy? Like, hey, Jeff, I'm really sorry I got fucked over by you and your manager. My bad. I apologize. Holy fuck. I mean, this business is, there you guys go again, bringing up Jeff Ross. See, I don't bring him up. You guys bring him up. You guys love trolling me. Even my hardcore fans, you trolling bastards. But that's all right. What up, German Espinoza? Hit the like and subscribe button. I know you're new to the stream, baby. But I welcome you all. From Germany, home of Leon Draisaitl. We will need 100 likes, yes. Yeah, oh, we can talk about, um, yeah, I mean, well, Ralphie May, like, um, the Prince of Pound, Greg Bissonette. Here's the funny thing. I'm actually friends with Rain Bozio, Terry's son. Yeah, I love me some Sarah Tiana, even though she beat me in roast battle under controversial conditions. Um, yeah, I mean, Ralphie was set up to fail, you know, and everyone's like, well, dude, they needed to get a bigger comic involved. Have Ralphie judge. Then you get more bang for the buck. Because the way they did it, Ralphie gets fucking obliterated by Mike Lawrence, and then that's it. Instead, you could have just had him judge a couple battles so you get a little bit more bang for your buck. He could have judged my battle. He could have judged Hinchcliffe's battle. He could have judged Bolivia's battle. He could have judged one of Tiana's battles. And then you get him for like 4 different segments. Instead, he was just on one segment or 2 because he had a battle with Miss Pat. And the battle, I love Miss Pat. I mean, she fucking keeps it real. And but that battle wasn't good because she's a shit talker, Ralphie's a shit talker, and then whoever was going to win that battle was going to get fed to Mike Lawrence, which is unfortunate. But I mean, I love Mike Lawrence. He didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he was just in the bracket they put him in. But I would have loved to have had that bracket. Ralphie May and Miss Pat. Instead I get Tom Ballard who beat Jimmy Carr in the untelevised season, and then Jimmy Carr. Like, how fucking fair was that? Now I don't want easy battles, but if everyone else is getting at least one and some more than that, trust me on that one. I mean, you can look at the brackets. I mean, go back to the season 1 bracket. You'll find one roaster who, in their bracket, was 3 people who had never roasted before. Just put them in the live finale. That's what you wanted. So, I know I was way too old for Louis, to be completely honest. So, Um, um, I would battle K. Trevor Wilson again. He's a great guy, but I just because K. Trevor I think underestimated me. I think he thought I was just going to do all fat jokes or whatever, and I saw him battle Hinchcliffe, and I saw him battle Tiana the year previous. So I knew he was ready with fat rebuttals, just like I'm. Um, you know, I'm ready for the age jokes and Earl fucks young girls. Hit me with it. Hit me. Come on, baby. No, I don't think Andy Dick cares. I did not see that, Moses. Real, that's a tough one. What up, Danny Barry Sports Highlights? I mean, me and Kate Trevor would be a good battle, but he's judging now. I don't think he competes. Um, well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think they were very good. Like, you're just getting a bunch of people who don't know the celebrity, and so they're just reciting jokes. That's what made the Dean Martin roast jokes great because they all knew each other. So the jokes were really personal, and they were said by their friends. So, um, yeah, I mean, Louis was a big boy. Uh, I mean, Jeff is just so physically unappealing looking, and a lot of people think, "Oh, Earl, you just don't like him. You're never gonna say anything negative about him, or anything positive about him." But come on, like, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I remember when he did my podcast. This is when we were getting along. I chose the nicest picture I could find of that fucking guy, and he calls me at 2 in the morning, dude. Is that the best picture you could find of me? I look fat in the picture. I'm like, bro, I'm not a miracle worker, brother. So, um, as long as she's 19, what's the issue? Well, I mean, nothing to me, to be honest with you. I mean, you can argue, you know, like when I was 46, I dated Bolivia. She was, yeah, 27 years age difference. You could argue the logistics of it, but she was so fucking damaged. I never felt like I was dating a 19-year-old. Um, so, oh, of course Jeff phoned it in, didn't try. I mean, that battle he had with Blake Griffin, this is totally a fake battle. Like I don't have any proof of this, but I've been around roast battle long enough. I know when a fake battle has happened, and I would be shocked if they did not go over the jokes. Um, so any good Fraser Smith interactions? I mean, I've done his podcast a bunch. I mean, he he's a nice guy. I guess we've been at it a long time. 100%, William. Like, and you had to be. A lot of people think I'm making that up. Uh, Hold on here. I'm getting text. This is unbelievable. Well, I mean, but a lot of people like that. I mean, I literally thought I was dating someone my age because she had experienced, unfortunately, that the damage of someone who was in their 40s and 50s. Um, so, um, is it one of your exes? Yes, Bolivia is. We're talking about one of my exes. Uh, yeah, she has, to be honest with you. I mean, I had a guy come up to me a couple years ago. I'm at the Comedy Store. I'm in the original room. I do my set. I don't know, walking around, and this guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, we're Eskimo brothers, OG." I'm like, "The fuck are you talking about? I've never met you before in my life." And then he said her name, and he says to me, she did something really weird after we finished having sex. She took out a notebook and wrote the number 34. Like, and that was the number of guys she's been with. I don't know, that year probably. But, you know, what are you going to do? No, Jimmy Dynamite Walker's not messaging me right now. Are you friends with the Sklar brothers? Yeah, I mean, we're not like best friends, but like I think their kids went to my sister's kids at school. So, they're family to me. Um, oh, I know. I think he thought he was like being funny or something. And you know how many people have told me, "Hey, I hooked up with Bolivia." Damn, I'm getting another message. Uh, so Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't. Do you like Frank Caliendo? I don't. I don't dislike him. But I don't really know him, to be honest with you. So, that's. Um, I don't really know him, to be honest with you. Oh, I can't tell you. I was talking to someone the other day about a Vegas comic, about roast battle. I think he messaged me asking me advice or whatever. And he's like, "Hey, just so you know, I fucked your ex." I'm like, "I don't really need to hear that." But I knew Vegas. Okay, it's probably Bolivia, and it was. I mean, I would never call up some dude I don't know that well and go, "Hey, just so you know, I fucked your ex." Like, what? But that's LA comedy in a nutshell. John Belushi was very talented. And then I had someone tell me or attempt to tell me about Chandler's new boyfriend. I'm like, I don't want to hear about this. And he was trying to tell me his name. I'm like, But comics like to gaslight me. So, well, I don't really care. Like, and this particular comic talking about Chandler was like, he's like one of my best friends. So he knew that it's like, I didn't want to hear that. So, but that's how comics operate. That Kuiper Jr. impression is great. Who's doing a Mel Kiper impression in here? Um, who do you think will win the Stanley Cup? I mean, I like Florida, but listen, any of the four teams can win it. To be frank, um, you know, I mean, Florida's got, I think, the best overall team. Edmonton is the two best players. Carolina plays a good team, strong team game, great coach. They love playing for the coach. And Dallas, they're up there too. I mean, they got a great team, good goaltending, big, tough, pretty fast. I mean, Rantanen's in it to win it. So, it's just one of those things that, um, well, they're not, I've never understood that. Like, I don't, um, you know, I just don't. But comics are like kids. They love causing drama. And like, I'm really well liked in the LA comedy scene. So the one particular person telling me about Chandler's dude, it's like, what do you got to know that I don't want to hear that. So what are you going to do? And Theo's too fake, man. Like he just bullshit. Hey, yeah, call me tomorrow, and then I call him, and then he never gets back to me. It's just like I don't. It's a little. Yeah, Theo absolutely did big time me. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Yeah, I don't think I'll ask. I don't think I'll ever talk to Dean again. I just hate phony people, man. Hate it. So yeah, that's no good. You have not missed my Gutfeld episode, but I spoke with my manager today, and things are progressing. What up, Shandy girl? Hold on, I gotta send something from my phone, guys. So talk amongst yourselves. Hopefully the screen won't go blank. I'll be back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. But he gets just enough of it. But he gets just enough of it to deflect it up and into the post, and good recovery to deflect it up and into the post, and good recovery there to come back and find it. There to come back and find it as Pekarchik was mugged him in the second period. And you can hear a pin drop inside. The Collies in here towards the goal, and the Collies in here towards the goal, and another puck gobbled up by Matisse. The teams, they just wear them down, and they just continue to roll line after line and not give much opportunity to the other club. And they love to play with the lead, and it's really demoralizing. Morin at the point. Have to think if there's any Rimouski comeback, they've got to get the next one here, Peter. You got to think the next one's key for Rimouski. Is 3's tough to overcome, 4 is certainly worse. And they're going to have to regroup between periods, get through the last 23 seconds of this one, and leave it all out there in the third as they got nothing to lose. And it certainly hasn't been for lack of effort in this one, as Matisse Rousseau has just been up to task every time that Rimouski's challenged them. Hello. Pekarchik, that's blocked down in front. Catafor has to race to beat Pekarchik to the puck, but the Slovak is onto the puck and below the goal line. 10 seconds to Should I keep going? Gill takes a shot, wanted a tip in front. And that almost worked with Desnoyers. Desnoyers' pass, though, is back out and down the ice. What a period from the Moncton Wildcats, who are 20 minutes away from hoisting the Gilles Courteau Trophy in enemy territory this afternoon. When you start a business, payroll can be an ordeal. But with Gusto, it's relax. ShipStation. ShipStation lets you receive orders and process shipments all in one place. Your team can ship more orders faster by automating tasks. Oh, can you guys hear me still? Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to get struck. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, you can hear me. All right, well, the screen's just frozen. Well, we'll just go it this way. Sorry about the blank screen. I don't know how to unfreeze it. It's all yours. View message. How do I unfreeze it? Okay, pretend you're Art Bell. Turn video off, then on. Well, how do I turn the video off? This is why is everything so fucking hard for me? Earl, yes. This is Art Bell. Welcome to the Earl Skakel Show. Tonight we investigate aliens with 9-foot penises that are sweeping the nation. Deep. And then the second hour, we'll interview Bolivia to see how many guys she's fucked in the last week. Hello. And in the third hour, we'll interview Chandler to see how the grass isn't greener on the other side of Earl. You might find someone younger, but in about 3 weeks, those nice meals will end up being in a drive-through. Thank you to Giorgio Moroder for providing the soundtrack. All right, I don't know. Yes, just Moses. Who knows? How do I turn the video off live? I'm just pressing buttons right now. You know, hold on. What's this button? Highlight. No, I don't need a highlight. No filter. Let's see a new beam. Let's try new beam. Earl, coast to coast. And in the fourth hour, we'll interview Shabadoo Quinones from the grave. He played Ozone in Electric Tube Breaking Boogaloo. And in the fifth hour, we'll interview Matt Drudge to see how many Republicans knew he was gay. Hello! All right, I'm just fucking around here now. How do I, let me see here. No filter. I don't know how to turn the video off. Cancel. I mean, everything is hard for me, man. Community moderation. No, I don't want to do that. Well, guys, this might, should I hit end stream? No. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? No, I don't want to stop streaming. I want my fucking screen to become unfrozen. Let's try this. Now there's no audio or video. Well, guys, oh, here we go. And in the sixth hour, we're going to find out if Kamala, the Ugandan giant, was actually from Uganda. Sorry, that song struck in my head now. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just fucking around here. No wonder I only have 15 people in here. I'm just having fun. I'm not black. Yes, Tech Wizard Skakel. That is absolutely something I'm not. And I wish I was. I wish I was Melt and I could just like, whoa, oof. Wow, wowzer. Yeah, well, in fairness, so do I. I do buy lottery tickets still, so. See, I wonder if I would get a call if that news hit New York City. So I apologize for the inconvenient. I know it's $5 a ticket now, but I did win $80 the other night. I think that's the idea is they want to, because the odds are so fucking high of winning that I think a lot of people aren't playing anymore. Now, I don't know if raising the ticket to $5 is going to help, but I think more people are going to win like $80, $100, so it'll get them, more into the game. So, yeah, I mean, I won a couple grand once. I had 4 of the 6 numbers, and then, I'll usually win $5 to $10, but last week I won $80. So, there you go. Yeah, 1 billion or more. I play every week. Um, yeah, Art Bell. Well, I had a great Sunday night thing going. I would listen to Matt Drudge from 7 to 10, Art Bell from 10 to 2, and then William Bennett. For whatever reason, I just liked his voice from like, I mean, I literally would just fall asleep to William Bennett. And I just felt it was so funny to me. Drudge, he would troll. He was kind of like Art Bell. He would troll the callers, like he would egg them on to say stupid shit. So, I mean, you could really fucking blow it. I mean, we were talking about this the other night that that kid that won 2 billion in California, I think it was Pasadena. So I think he took the lump payment, so he got like 990 million, and within the first week he'd already bought in like 3 homes. So, it's kind of hard to think you can blow 990 million tax-free money, but um, 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 you wouldn't think, but listen, you buy homes and cars. I mean, you could buy a Bugatti. Well, aren't they like $1 million? You buy a couple of those, and you got some fucking homies who you buy them homes. I mean, it doesn't seem possible, but Mike Tyson blew 400 million. They say he was 400 million in debt. So I'll be interested to see um, how it ends up. Um, Yeah, I mean, well, it's funny. Like Drudge, I mean, I'm not going to say Drudge has a great voice, but he was very engaging. And then Art Bell's voice just drew you in. And Bennett, um, even though I didn't like his politics very much, um, I think, I don't know, he had that gravelly voice, and then I think he got into trouble, if I remember. The morality thing. He was doing something on morality, and then he got busted with like a prostitute or something. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, and then Bennett had a not a deeper voice necessarily, um, but and Drudge was just so funny to me because a lot of his followers didn't know he was gay, so they would kind of call him with these homophobic takes, and Drudge would um, kind of troll them, was like be homophobic back to them, but they didn't really know what he was doing. So um, it was just interesting. So that was my Sunday. I would just sit there and write for 6 or 7 hours because I was motivated. And like, there's a great, if you really want to know where I got my sense of humor from a little bit, there's an hour clip of the Matt Drudge radio show, and he's talking. What's he talking about? Talking about George Stephanopoulos taking over the Sunday chair for one of those talk shows, and it's so funny because one guy calls him, I think he's gay, and then Drudge will go, oh, thank you, I'll see you out there on Fire Island, sir, thank you, you bring your rainbow flag. Um, so yeah, I never got into the high pitch Eric thing. I just didn't find him funny at all. But I don't find Perry Caravello funny, and people love that fucking guy. I just think it's like borderline making fun of a retarded person, like with Perry. Like, hey Perry, take a bath in Mountain Dew. Like, okay, how much in super chats are we getting? Um, the best radio voice ever, probably Wolfman Jack. Um, I mean, it was just like you hear Wolfman Jack and you know it's Wolfman Jack. I mean, Rick Dees had a good voice. I don't know if I'd say it's like one of the greatest ever. Trying to think. There's a guy out here, Charlie Tuna. He was pretty good. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, yeah, I definitely got to go Wolfman Jack. Casey Kasem. He had a very good voice. Yeah. Oh, I see. There you go. I didn't even see that. Yeah, Jim Ladd. I mean, we had some great DJs out here. D's nuts, 100%. That's a fact, Jack. Machine Gun Kelly. Trying to think. What was that guy? He's in the Eric Carmen video, "Make Me Lose Control." He was a DJ in San Francisco. He had a good voice. That's a great song. Turn the radio up for that sweet sound. Hold me close, never let me go. Keep this feeling alive, make me lose control. When I look in your eyes, I go crazy. Beavers high with the lights down low. You get the picture. Was it Paraquat Kelly? Hold on. Let me look up. This is I don't have an Adam here, so Eric Carmen, make me. Okay. Maybe this control video. Okay, let's look up the IMDb. I mean, it doesn't really all cast and crew. DJ, hold on. Hold on. See, I have total ADD. I will be looking at who the DJ was and the. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the video. Lois, come on, man. I'm trying to. Let's. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this for a sec. That's Kid Leo. Turn the radio up for that sweet sound. Hold me close, never let me go. Now, we already hit the 60-minute mark, but because we were black for a few scenes, we'll go for a few more minutes. We'll go for a few more minutes. Yeah, see, I'm not a big New York. I don't know Lois. Come on, man. Peter. Oh shit, Peter Chicken Man Brennan. You evicted. Wait. Uh, you excited to see Orsi Thomas, Stephen Kravitz, LaMarie, Karen Haber, the great Jay London, who my brother KB discovered at Paul's June 5th show at the Belly Room. I don't know if I'd say I'm excited, to be honest with you, but I'm not against it. But let's see the results. Barry White's story about being a young teen, and he went to bed with a high-pitched voice. Next morning, he said, "Hello, mama." Um, so 8% said I shouldn't keep going. Get the fuck out of here, man. You guys really know how to fucking kill a guy's vibe. Um, I mean, I always kind of had a deep voice, to be honest with you. What up, Mud Sharks Unite? I'm not really familiar with Bubba the Love Sponge. I mean, I know who he is, but like, um, have you ever met Ashley Cummings? Doom, we don't talk about the Dabbleverse in here at Doom. Clip that. I'll give you a second take. Have I ever met Ashley Cummings? Doom, we don't do the Dabbleverse in here. I run a nice tight stream of 24 people. I don't need the super chat money. I got a big dick and I'm rich. Take that to the bank. That's a fact, Jack. Sorry, Doom, I came in a little hot there. Sorry about that. Everyone say hello to Doom, the preeminent clipper in the business. I know there's Stalin 19 and Misery loves clips, but Doom is the real deal. Is Carmex in here tonight? He did a drive-by the other night. He seems to be the new it kid in the Dabbleverse, taking over for Joey C. But I don't really, listen, don't get me wrong, as Doom knows, I don't talk about the dabble in here, but I do listen to it. I just feel there's better people to talk about a wife swap from 2 years ago. I mean, I don't know about that, Doom. I mean, I got nothing against the kid. He was in here, I think, last week. I don't know how he found my stream. But, I've heard the same thing about Joey C. This guy's going to be a major player. That kind of flamed out. Mersch. And then, who was the drunk German guy who would always give Melton shit. And then, I don't know. I can't keep up. No, I mean, listen, I just don't. I find my gangbang stories, to be honest with you, a lot more fascinating. I mean, um, yeah, drunk on cringe, but like oh my God, this guy's so funny. He's going to take over. And then, I love Bob Levy. I get along with Bob. I mean, I've never met him physically, but, we've had a few phone calls over the years. He thought Perry Caravello was going to be a star. And it's just like, I don't think so. Um, so, DJ KLOS. I mean, that might have been Fraser Smith, or could have been. Trying to think. Long Paul, or that was KNAC maybe. My friend DJ Will. He's got a great black dude. He's got a great voice. Hold on. Did I miss something from the Chicken Man? I'm sorry, Chicken Man. You guys got me talking about Karma. Yeah, I mean, MKE was like, this guy's a star, and he's kind of flamed out. Gino hit you up to perform at his La Tequera show tonight. I don't think so. Is Gino in LA right now? So, no, he was a comedian type, did bits. Uh, I'm trying to think. There's a guy, no, not Striker, but hold on. There was a KLOS DJ who went on Wally George, a great. Um, maybe it was a K Rock DJ. see, Striker or something, K-Rock DJ. Maybe it's a K-Rock DJ, Wally George. I found out it was Kid Leo, so K-Rock, Wally George. Okay. Hold on, list of K-Rock DJs. Poor Man. Poor Man had a pretty good voice. But Stryker was new. Let's see. Let's see what's K-Rock. Let's go see. I mean, they must list all their DJs. All right. Rodney Bingenheimer. Richard Blade. He had a good voice. Jed the Fish. J.J. Jackson had a good voice. Let me see. Fraser Smith, 76 to 80. Shadow Stevens. Stryker, I guess. Was that? No, it wasn't Stryker. So, let me see. KLOS DJs. Let's see. KLOS DJs. I'll know the name if I see it. It was like a one. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Gino Michelini, Uncle Joe Benson, Steve Downs. Westwood also let's see. KNAC. Maybe it was KNAC. KNAC DJs. Sorry, guys. I don't have who are the king? Tom Marshall, Greg Steele, Greg the Real Deal Steele. Who are the DJs on K-Rock? Tom Mastry, DJ Craig. I don't know. I guess we'll never find that out. Lou Rawls. Yeah, I don't think Lou Rawls. Andre the Giant. Maybe not a great voice. I'm trying to figure out who this guy was on. Yep, Gino is in LA at a taco place doing a show now. I would go to that just for some laughs. Gino is in LA taping blocks on Wednesday. I don't know about that. Hold on. There's got to be a way. Wally George. List of Wally George guests. List of Wally George guests. See, this is what makes my show a little more popular. Okay, hold on. We're going to go with the Hot Seat Wally George episode list. Oh, they don't. Let me go on YouTube. Let me go on YouTube here. I'm going to put up Wally George Cannacy. All right. Thrasher. That's the KNAC Thrasher on the Wally George show. So, we can all go to sleep. Now, Richard Blade, K-Rock. So there you go. I think that's a good way to end the stream right now. Peter Chicken Man Brennan, wasn't Cumia, Tommy Morris, Kramer, Gino, Hulk Hogan, Wally George guests? I don't think so, dude. My favorite Wally George guest, and I wish... Can I get in trouble for showing a YouTube clip? I mean, I don't want to be a clip guy, but he had this drag queen on called Gypsy, old school drag queen. And so Gypsy comes out dressed as a man. And within 2 seconds, the crowd's yelling, homo, homo, homo. And within about 5 minutes, I mean, if you remember Wally George, it was a very homophobic audience, all dudes, no girls in the crowd. And about 5 minutes in, this is where the interview turned on Wally. Wally goes, "Gypsy, are you gay?" And Gypsy, with perfect timing, goes, "How bad do you want to know?" And with even better timing, the sidekick, David Kennedy, goes, "Not very." And here's the crazy thing, there's virtually no information on David Kennedy from the Wally George show. It's like he died and just disappeared. Gore was on. Yeah, Gore was on. Stryper was on Hot Seat. I mean, Hot Seat. My friends and I would not go out on Saturday night until we watched Hot Seat. Um, the guy from Predator doing a late night show. Moses. Wait, what? Uh, it was the Grease Man. No, it was. It was not the Grease Man. It was. What was the guy's name I just said? Please don't make me go and look that up again. Um, Fuck you guys. This is my ADD. Thrasher. And then what other DJs were on Wally George? Jimmy Christopher from KNAC. Um, yes. Wally George was so funny. Um, it was. Can I show that clip of Gypsy, or will I get in trouble? Zoom, you Zoom and Kip Smith. Will I get in trouble if I show a clip of the Wally George show on here? Yes, this stream is still live, baby doll. 73 minutes and counting. I'm not fucking around anymore. I'm getting back to streaming every day. 25 people in here, 28 likes. The letter's never going to be read with these type of numbers. Um, no, you will get copyrighted. Okay, never mind then. Dan, it's so funny. Please, so look up. Let me see. I'm going to tell you guys what to look up. It's so. Trust me, you will. And Wally George versus James Gypsy Hawk, Haake. It is so funny. It's actually a 15-minute interview, and they never did 15-minute interviews on Wally. Um, yes, I must take Lois for a walk. The Grease Man. I was a poor man guy, but he was pretty misogynistic, to be honest with you. And Wally George also already had always had hot girls on. Like, oh my God, this is outrageous. Yeah, show us your outfits. All right, you guys. Earl Skakel in the Earlverse. Thank you very much for coming in. We'll do a stream. Well, I got hockey tomorrow night. I might do a stream like around 4 p.m. Um, so, you know, yeah, I don't even know how to post a link. You guys know me. Earl Skakel, over and out.